First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Atlanta. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A play fake. Now Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Second and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll go play action here with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now 2nd and 9. To the air, Penix. This will be caught at the 2. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Robinson. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now 2nd and 5. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. Running free at the 45. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 91 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charge. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Gano out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Penix. And last time they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice. Didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them. Try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Into the hands of London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Penix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's got his man London right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are going for it. Penix able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Worcester picks, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air, Dart. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Handoff now to Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now back to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Looking to throw, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. In motion right is Robinson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Dart going to look to throw here. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw with Penix.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw now, Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
He's back to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. They'll go play action here with Pitts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll run again.
And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. Whoa! Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Scatterboo. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 6. Neighbors in motion. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Merritt. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5. Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one is brought in by Terry McClure. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the gun, here's a handoff. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniel. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On play action, Daniels to the goal line and in. Terry McClure, touchdown Commanders.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Dart forced out wide. Taking off. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the run to the right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. A give out of the gun, and it's Scatterboo.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And he will have a Giants first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. 2nd and 5. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. On the give, Scatterboo. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go again with Scatterboo.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. A short one there. He's got Ertz. And he is out of bounds. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return starts at the 13. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Into space. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Ja'Cory Merritt, touchdown Commander. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he'll get forward for a couple. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. Dart going to throw here on second down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scatterby coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down. Up the middle with Scatterby. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Giants. Neighbors in motion. On first down, Dart. Open man is Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Dart. That one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On second down, it's Daniel. Downfield, McLaurin brings it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards. First and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about one. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. A dive for the end zone, and he loses the football. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he'll take it on in. Jalen Lane, touchdown Washington. So that Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for two. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On play action, it is Dark. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. So we are through three. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To the air on 2nd down. Dark. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. It is 3rd and long. Zone read to give to Scatterboo. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dark. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do...
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, a good one in store here. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get this game started, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And already we've got a loose football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game, the one team got the ball.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this two-point try. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Defense had a chance to plan, now defending this two-point try. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the two-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Chased down to his right. Now here he goes. And Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Running once more with Henry. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down. Working quickly here. Changing it up here, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Play fake. Jackson. Complete. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first-quarter looks have his name all over them.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Isaac Orindo to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Offense in the hurry up here. On the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Looking quickly here. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. And they just get the play off. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's the end of our opening quarter. 8-7 the score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st. Running it after the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy trying on 4th down. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead to 7. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. Well, all the way across the field, and it's intercepted. Picked by Marquise Siegel. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about This guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too.
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Hill now to return it. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens, about set to begin their drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's Henry running left. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That one stopped by Upton Stout. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson now on third. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. Gets some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. First down, here's Lamar. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
He has room past the 25. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Working inside the red zone. Caught by Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Play action now with Purdy. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Hill now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First down throw for Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again is Lamar. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by Marquise Siegel.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Moore with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down to the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, and to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. To throw again, it's Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they take this in for the score.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Swift. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Swift. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Chicago.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift, and he's going to have a Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. Play fake. Now Williams moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And You could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. On 2nd down, Baker. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. Open space to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A give. This is Irving. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup.
To the goal line and in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown Buccaneers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Going for it all. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
On 1st down, here's Irvin. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. A pass pulled in by Irving. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Flushed to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. On the handoff, it's Irving. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Quick slant, caught by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Chicago.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. 3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow.
Into space. And he will score.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12.
12-yard line. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And right away, he lost the football.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Walker with another carry. And a short pickup to about the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. We're scoreless after 1.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Play action, now it's Gabriel. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
Oh, what a move. And they'll this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Once again, Jenkins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Gabriel.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
3rd and 2. To the air is Gabriel. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
Well, he's got it inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
68 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, Gabriel. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Gabriel looking to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get through. This is intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. They'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Gabriel. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Otis Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. People still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from the Steel City. Ho-ho! He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He works free, right side. To the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Wanwu out of return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They go play action with Fields. Exiting the pocket right. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Off the play action, here's Fields. On the move past the 40. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Play action now for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Fields now on second down. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal. They'll run, it's Hall. What a move! He's in! Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Folk now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A-Rod down to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And he is planting in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Again, it's Rodgers. Rolling right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. Rodgers going up top again. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now Rodgers. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Fields to throw for it. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throwing is Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play for the Jets. A pickup of 44 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run. This is Hall. And he will not be able to turn up field. They'll drop him behind the line. 2nd down. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. From 6 yards out, It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Moving to his right. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown. Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
Here's Gainwell to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he will have the 1st down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Fields now to throw on 1st down. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because You're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
First down for Aaron. Now a shot here, deep middle. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team. Sometimes it's hard to find your voice as a young player, but you can change that pretty quickly if he continues to make plays like we've seen here in this one.
He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's a short one, caught by Taylor. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 2. Fields now, forced to his right. Looking deep for Lazard. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
After he gets out of the pocket, he does a nice job in scramble drill finding his receiver along the boundary, and the coverage was really tight, so he's just trying to throw this ball as far out of bounds as I can, but keep it close enough to try to come down with it. So he makes the catch, can't get both feet in bounds, but it's actually a pretty good ball.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. Out to his right. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Oh, yeah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Jets first down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Forced out wide. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Now, Fields. He'll look underneath for Hall. Give them 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down. They'll run it out of the gun. And it's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Fields. That's right side and caught by Taylor. And he'll take this one in. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tied ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Rodgers to throw. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, right side, he's got it. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Steeler first down. Here's Gainwell. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off we go with the fourth quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Another run here with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 35 yards. A run on 1st and goal. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Fields. This one caught at the 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Fields from the gun on third down. He's got his big tight end, Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He finds his man, it's Skoranek. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. Rodgers on first down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield. They'll drop to throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Second down, Rodgers. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Will McDonald. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Rodgers now. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They go play action with Fields. Got his man at the 6. And he's got another one. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Folks' extra point is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A first down throw from Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. 2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set. Rodgers. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Pushed out to his left. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Back to throw is Fields. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, big hole left side. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
A first down throw for Fields. Down the field, he's got his receiver, Lazard. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Fields to throw. That is caught, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Second down, it's Fields. On the run to the right, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Here's Gainwell to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here we go. One final play. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Everyone looks settled in for some football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, a fun matchup in store between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And off we go in Santa Clara. Isaac Gorindo to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Pretty thrown here to start. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Buying some time right. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Fred Warner. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. A pickup there of 39. And that's a 49er first down. And dose of the hurry up here. Purdy on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So that brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pull that in front further, 13-zip.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Fields. Headed out right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He dodged the tackle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields on 1st down. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. Running in the red zone. He make it a one-score game.
Kid, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. The window to return it. And he takes the return out of bounds. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast. Here's Purdy, 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. Now it's Purdy. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Looking to throw, Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers throw their early lead to 13. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Fields on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have the 1st down and even more. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 21-7 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And the 49ers rush gets home and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Working quickly here. To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They do snap it. Here's Fields. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Fields out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets make it a 1-score game before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively. Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Lindo to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now Purdy. Caught, nice game left side. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers lead by 15 now. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second down and 10. Fields rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Pete, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
It's caught by Wilson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. First down throw for Fields. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Fields throwing once more. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Throwing again, it's Fields. It is caught left side. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Now Fields again. Has it down close. He has the New York touchdown. The Jets could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a one-score game once again. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. The window to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. That last shot took them right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. From the gun is Purdy. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now. Offense in a hurry up here. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hits him on the in route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, it's Fields. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And this one doesn't go far. Looking quickly here. Fields looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Fields on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On first down, here comes Hall. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to get the first. He needed real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up. Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Bronk, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
The window to return it. This makes it up to the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's completed right side. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the red zone on first. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Fields out of the gun. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. Oh, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Offense in the hurry up here. Another throw for Fields. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So we're through three here. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Offense is set. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Hits his running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fields throwing once more. Forced out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets down by only 2 in the fourth. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His third total score in this game. All right, Fields has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown. All right, they're going to throw for it. They draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Pretty throwing here on first. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a 49er first down. And dose of the hurry up here. First down, Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry up offense here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, but he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
Throwing on first down, Fields. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Here's Fields to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw. It's caught by Wilson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They go right back to Hall. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They look to throw it. That one's complete over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the first. And this is down all the way to the 3. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have taken the lead late. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Lindo to return it. Things going well so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. He's got room to roam.